All right, this is a video that's been requested a few times, so I figured I would do it. People want to see the size differences between a CZ P10S and a Glock 48. So if you don't know by now, the Glock 48 is their 10 round Glock. It's basically a single stack Glock 19. That's what it feels like. That's what it kind of looks like. It's got the full firing grip. You can get your full hand on it. No issues. It has a 10 round single stack magazine. A little bit bigger. Regular Glock 43 mags don't work. These don't go fit in 43s either. They are wider than the standard 43 mag. It's got a longer barrel and slide than the standard 43. Forward cocking serrations, a silver NPVD finish this time around. So that's kind of the 48. The 43X is the same thing, just with a slide and barrel that ends basically at the dust cover, but same frame. And on the other hand, we have the new CZ P10S. This is a 12 round double stack magazine, both 9mm. And for me, I get mostly a full grip. Not quite the same. As you can see, my finger is hitting this lip on the Glock where the mag is pretty much not touching me. This one, this finger is on the grip. This finger is touching the base plate of the magazine. If you look down the sights there, the CZ comes with much better sights from the factory. You can get this, I believe, with night sights on it, but the version I have just has the standard Glock sights. So has a very nice serrated rear block sight with a nice tritium and photoluminescent ring front sight. I believe they're Ameriglows, but don't quote me on that. It's got a ambidextrous slide release. It's got an ambidextrous mag release. I should just say swappable, because you need to take it out, flip it to this side. The standard CZs before these came out were ambidextrous, but actually I prefer this mag release. They fixed the issue of the mag release being stiff. They got that figured out. Comes with an optic plate ready to go. I have optic plates for the Delta Point Pro and RMR coming, so I will do another video with the different optics on this gun. Flush cut barrel, very nice. It's comfortable. The texture is very aggressive, so just be aware. It is pretty aggressive. You get multiple back straps on the back here. I believe this is the small. Yeah, you can see the S there. So that's the smallest one. On a carry gun, I pretty much prefer the small grips regardless. Very nice. Machined plate back here, serrated, kind of knocks down any glare and doesn't reflect back at your eyes. So that's that one. The Glock 48 standard plastic Glock sights. These are easily swappable. Everybody makes Glock sights. Serrated trigger, whereas this one also is serrated. This one has a nicer trigger. It's got a easy take up. You hit the wall, breaks, and then resets, breaks. The Glock got stiffer take up, kind of mushy, and it doesn't really have not a defined wall. Not bad. It doesn't really matter on a carry gun, I don't think. I think you just kind of get used to whatever. No ambidextrous slide release, just the right-hander here. The mag catch is ambidextrous, just the same way as the CZ. If you take it out, you can switch it to the other side, but either one is fine. I think the CZ does eject its magazines with more authority. Just feels a little more a little mushier on the click there, but that's kind of personal preference. So for people saying for size, lining up the tops of the slides and the back straps, so this right here to the top, the Glock 48 is longer by a bit. Let's see, we can we can get a little bit closer on that measurement for you. So roughly, and this is rough, but roughly 388 thou shorter when you have the back strap lined up. The trigger guard is a lot more forward on the CZ. You can see where the trigger guard a little more generous. This is aligning the grips here, and the trigger guard ends here versus the width. Obviously, a double stack gun is always going to be more wide than a single stack gun. It is kind of what it is. It's what you kind of expect. Let's just kind of do grip to grip here. So just right here at the grip, 1.1 inch, 112 thou. 1 inch, 8 thou. So 100 thou is a pretty big difference. Let's look at the overall height. So top of the slide to the bottom of the mag, 4.37 inches on the CZ. Same deal, a little bit harder because this is an angled one, but when you're flat on the mag, let's see, maybe I should do it flat on there. I'll go flat on the mag just to be safe. To where it touches there, 4.89. 4.89 versus what I say here, 4.37. Length, overall length, ooh, I'm not gonna get it on these. My calipers here don't go long enough, so I'll have to give you that. I think I did another video on this that has all those dimensions there, so I'll get them from there. But I mean, obviously the CZ is a shorter, fatter gun, but it's kind of whatever you prefer. It also gets 2 more rounds in the grip, and the grip is shorter. So let's see here. How would you want to see that? It's fairly significant when you look at it that way. So just kind of holding them there. And roughly, let's see what we get here. Well, roughly 600 thou, basically 6'11", 6/10 of an inch. That's pretty big. Kind of depends on what you like. People are asking for the comparison. I don't think they're an apples to apples comparison. You have a double stack gun versus a single stack gun. The way I look at this situation is the Glock 48 or the 43 or the 43X, whatever ones you want to think. They give you a good grip. They're very thin, so they conceal easy. They're fairly light, and you get a nice sight radius with it, on the 48 at least. And it's a Glock, so pretty much anything you want is available for them. The CZ, trigger's better. I think it's a better out-of-the-box gun. Like, you could just buy this and be done. You don't need to buy all the doodads and gizmos to bring the Glock back up to its level. Trigger's good. You get more capacity. It has enough width to do a real optic on it. With the super thin here, you're pretty much limited to pretty much the Shield optic, the Shield RMSC. It's an okay optic. There are some issues I guess people have with them, but I've run one on a gun and didn't have any issues. But here you can get the Delta Point Pro, which is one of the very larger optics on it. You can do the RMR, which is the gold standard. It's kind of a more versatile gun. But if you just need thin, light, and easy to carry, I think the Glock 48 is probably your choice. If you want more of a utilitarian gun that you can do more with and have more capacity, have more optics choices, I think the CZ is your choice.